Hi, let's continue to part 3, Future Ready Education, specific on formative and summative assessment for online teaching environment. We try to highlight some assessment tools and how to handle the important summative assessment, for example, tests and final exam. Through the video conferencing, we are eager expressing the content. However, we don't know how the student feedback and how they are understanding. The face shows that they understand, but we don't know how the level of their understanding. The indicator to investigate the level of understanding is student assessment. One of the process is to get the student attention. The question here, how to grab the student attention? There are 5 points to be highlighted. The first is we start the subject with a story and with the problem statements. Provoke ideas to the student, empower the student motivation, and create the student activities through the teaching and learning tools to get back the meaningful feedback from the student. And with the invite where we provide the good engagement with the student. And how to provoke ideas. Okay, there are 3 steps. Using menti.com, we ask them to provide their handphone, write menti.com, and insert the code for voting. Okay, we can get a fast feedback from them. For example, how they are understanding about the chapters and the specific question. Alright, the feedback is very easy to understand, and this will make the teaching more collaborative. Actually, there are many assessment tools nowadays. Okay, there are 2 types, formative and summative assessment. This tool is very interesting and this not burden the student. Okay, for example, quizzes, Padlet, Quizlet, Kahoot will make the process of assessment very interesting and easy. Now, there are 2 traditional assessment tools for online test and take-home examination. The first is traditional assessment tools. Because we're dealing with high-order thinking question, so most of them use essay or open-ended question. The second is alternative assessment tool. We're using portfolio or reflective journal. Why? Because graded assessment will be awarded marks. What's the difference between summative assessment and formative assessment? Summative assessment is an evaluation of what they have learned throughout a course. For example, test, final exam, and report, alright, and a paper presentation. Formative assessment is what the learning process in the classroom. For example, alright, quizzes, games, project, and the presentation or group presentation. So there is there are many evaluation tools to solve this problem. We try the best one or the easiest one, or what we want, whether formative or summative assessment. Oral presentation is considered as summative assessment because we can evaluate student performance and progress relation to the standard. Most the question that we prepare is considered as higher order thinking question because this type of question promotes problem solving for students to examine what they know and what they learn. So the question is how to prepare the higher order thinking question. I'm using e-learning because e-learning provides so many tools, for example, assignment, quiz, and forum. At the assignment, students send their answer, alright. We can see the time, the date where they send the question, and we can grade the question, the answer script. right? Oh, you can try Proforce Quiz Maker. Okay, you can write the question. You can choose whether multiple choice, true or false, structured or open-ended. I love to use open-ended question because mathematics is considered as a higher order thinking question. Okay, it's very easy to use. Okay, and give the code to the student. The important now, how to implement online tests or final exam in parallel among the student. So the first is we need to post the examination question at the e-learning or any platform, for example Google Classroom, where we can communicate with the student. Set time and schedule for running the exam at video conferencing and WhatsApp. Remind the student how to submit the answer script. If the network's slow, they can submit through email or WhatsApp. Remind the exam every time at WhatsApp or chat room. Then collect the answer script, and this process should be recorded for proven purposes. We can use screencasts. Confirm the number of answer script with the number of students who attend the examination. Do not forget to get their attendance QR code. Send the confirmation of the balance between answer script and number of students at WhatsApp or chat room. During the examination, we use video conferencing to watch out their action and reaction answering the question. We use video conferencing to share screen of the exam question, and we also post the question at the WhatsApp. Collecting answer script is a time consuming because students need to submit in short time period and on time. Alright, so you can see here who are students still not submit, and we need to always remind students at the WhatsApp, okay, to submit on time. Right, so we can also see their answer by click whether they send in photo or in PDF file. Alright, the student looked their answer script, and we can communicate through the video conferencing and WhatsApp. Right, the important is we can share screen with the student during the process of the submission. You can see here how important WhatsApp help us to handle the examination. Right, the first is, okay, we send the link for video conferencing, right, at 11 o'clock. Right, and then we send the attendance for the examination and send the question paper and ask them to start the question, send the proof of attendance for the examination, and remind them the examination process for every 15 minutes. Okay, and then towards the end, before end the exam, ask them to take photos or convert to the PDF file before submitting their answer at the video, at the e-learning or the or email. All right, so you can see here. All right, you can see, okay, how the process, and then, okay, send the proof, okay, of their submission before the system close. Right. We can also use screencasts to record the process of submission for proven purposes because screencast is free and easy to use. Before we end the session, I would like to express the conclusion. The first is we need to be proactive to provide the learning supports, and we need to organize the essential test materials and write a clear instruction of the question. Review their revised exam schedule. Remind them the exam schedule. Eliminate distraction. Okay, remind them do not try to collaborate chatting because this is over the rule of the academic integrity, and do not forget to submit their answer script through the platform, for example, e-learning or Google Classroom, right? So thank you very much. Sharing is caring.